Garbage in, garbage out. This is one of the most common phrases among data professionals. If your data is bad, the results that you get from your dashboards or your reports are going to be bad. How do you prevent this? In Excel, there's a neat feature called data validation that allows you to set parameters around what data is entered into your spreadsheet. Let's look at some of the top benefits of using data validation. So some of the top benefits of using data validation in Excel are improved data quality and accuracy. By using data validation, you can prevent the errors that are entered into your data by setting the necessary parameters that restrict yourself or others that are using your spreadsheet from entering incorrect information or incorrect data into this spreadsheet. Enhanced data integrity. By using data validation, you can ensure consistency with your data, especially when used with the drop-down list data validation, where you're giving persons or yourself predefined options to use when updating your spreadsheet. Increased efficiency, reducing manual corrections and failed processes. And again, this is a norm with using manual entries in data where you constantly have to go back and update information because it would have updated incorrectly, and that's a loss of time and efficiency too. So how do you use data validation in Excel? Let's look at the spreadsheet that I've prepared. So here we have a spreadsheet of data. It's some project management data, and we have project ID, project name, status, start date, completion date, and the analysts. And here we can see some inconsistency with how the statuses would have been updated by the various analysts, along with the completion date. We have an incorrect date being updated here. So first, let's look at how we can correct the project statuses and prevent further errors from occurring. To use data validation, what you'll do is select the data tab, and I have it selected already. Go to data validation. Yes, data validation, and we'll select list. Now, from our list in the source field, we'll select where our data can be found, or the list of options that we want to have predefined in the cells selected, right? And we'll hit OK. Now here we can see that it has a neat drop-down list with those options predefined, and we'll just go through and update these. And it's in progress. This should be cancelled with 2 L's. Completed is okay. On hold is okay. Complete should be updated to completed. IP should be in progress. Cancelled is okay. And in progress here should be updated to include the hyphen. Pending and completed again. Now, this is the easy way to do it, really fast. However, it's not the most efficient way, because should this column be deleted or removed, then your information or your drop-down list will no longer exist or would stop working. So how do you prevent this from happening? What you'll want to do is to use, instead of having the drop-down list, let me undo. Yes, so instead of having the drop-down list referencing a column, what we'll do is go back to data validation, and in the source field, we'll type those options in separated by a comma. And the reason why you want to use a comma is that if it's not separated by a comma, it will just appear as one long option. So we'll go in progress, comma, cancelled, comma, completed, on hold, and pending. Pending. And pending. Okay. So our list still exists, and should we delete this column, our list remains intact. Now, let's see how we can correct data validation on the dates column and also prevent further inaccuracies. So we'll go to data validation again, and this time you want to use a date. We'll select greater than for the sake of this example, but should you want your drop-down list to be between a set date range, equal to a specific date, not equal to a specific date, so on and so forth, you can select either of these options, but for the sake of this tutorial, we'll use the date, the greater than option. And we'll set the date to January 1st, 2000. Enter, and let's update this to say 5/3 2025. Great. So now our data would have been updated. Should you try to enter an inaccurate date format, you are going to be restricted from entering that date. So let's say I try to enter some text. Again, this value doesn't match this value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. Or let's say we try to enter date, but it's inaccurate. So let's say May 38, 2025. Again, this value doesn't match the validation restrictions defined for this cell. All right, so let's look at how you can take your data validation to a whole nother level. So we'll go back to data validation again, and we'll use an input message, right? And how the input message is used is when you select the cell, you have a message that pops up, and we'll say enter valid date as month, day as month, day, year. And then what we'll do also is use an error alert, and you'll set a custom message so that if an incorrect date is entered or incorrect value is entered, you'll have this set message that pops up. So we'll say you need to enter a valid date. Okay. So whenever I select the cell, I have my pop-up message saying enter a valid date as. So I do have a mistake here, input message. Now I'll change this to as. Okay. And if I should enter an incorrect date, you need to enter a valid date. Great. So, and you like these type of videos, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what topic we should touch on next.